That is a colossal no. Oh no.
Morgan has a question.
What was your favorite line in the game?
Well, you actually talk, so you say.
I actually talk?
Yeah.
I don't know, there were like thousands of lines, so I...
Brag about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, you had a different experience with your 3 lines.
I had thousands of.
Yeah. I feel like one of my favorites was A Beautiful Rose Has Thorns. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I heard that one a lot while I was playing, so it's in my head.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what's yours?
I should write something. Because there were words in it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We actually, our director on the game is Valerie Aram. She's phenomenal.
She's cool.
It got to the point where, like, we were working, what, all summer on that thing?
Yeah, a really long time.
And it would get to the point where I'd go in and all of the gasps in the script were written as NGH, nug. So I'd come in and she'd just be like, all right, you ready for 4 hours of nugging? It was a good time. Best summer of my life. Yeah.
Were you excited whenever there were like the cutscenes? Because you got to say things?
Yeah, occasionally. Arsene was like a breath of fresh air. Cause I got to say words.
Yeah. You got to be a character that talked.
I got to talk.
Hooray!
It made me happy.
Yay! I think I did Carmen like last.
Yeah,
So,
I think
yeah.
we did it at the end of the cutscenes, yeah. And then I went to just, take that. Actually,
Is that Arsene? That's how it is?
no, that's all the combat noises. They make me sound a lot better in the game. I don't know.
Magic.
What was the craziest thing that happened while recording?
Oh. Did you have anything crazy happen?
Not really.
I feel like the craziest thing that happened was I walked in and they said, all right, here's what the game is. It's Persona. And I went, oh, okay. That's a cool thing. Okay, now I'm scared.
Before we started recording, I was doing a different game, and Val took me aside. She was just like, so we're doing this game. It's called Persona 5. So you're going to be voicing the protagonist. And I was like, excuse me, sorry. What was that?
Yeah.
She was like, oh yeah, we'll be calling you in the next few weeks. I did a little heel click as I left the studio. It was very embarrassing.
Oh,
but
like a real, like you jumped in.
yeah, like really click the heels.
Did you stick the landing?
I did. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. No one saw it, thankfully.
Yeah. Well, because when I auditioned, they just said like a girl in high school, and they wanted her to be nice, but not too nice. And I was like, all right, I guess I could do that.
That's
And then yeah, and then I got it.
yeah, nice.
So I can't remember anything crazy happening though.
Yeah.
They did do interviews with us without like warning us beforehand.
That was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a little odd.
That was scary.
I got. My car broke down in Hollywood that day,
Oh.
so
Not good.
then I had to get from Hollywood to PCB while I knew the interview was happening before the session, and it ended up being about an hour late. No, that sucked.
That's good.
Yeah, the camera crew was not happy
Good job.
that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're the protagonist, so you can do whatever you want.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Who else are they gonna get to go?
Yeah, right. Turns out when you come in an hour late, they're like, you know, Big Dick Dan, they don't like that too much. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
How much context in terms of like, okay, you're given the scene, how much do you know about what's going on in the plot around that? Or is it just like, you're in the school, you're talking with the group, you don't know when and where?
Well, okay. For this game, at least they left the other lines in, so I could like very quickly kind of read and be like, okay, Ryuji just said this, so that sounds like a thing. But we would record in like chunks. So we recorded like the main plot first and did all the like major scenes kind of like one in a row, and I had to just rely on the director to be like, okay, so in between the last scene and this scene, all this crazy stuff happened and now you're here. And I was like, okay. And then we went backwards to the beginning and did some of like the you know, like side stuff that happened, and then we went backwards again and did like the dating stuff, so it was all kind of out of order. And yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to read what was going on, so I just had to. Val was really awesome and told us what was happening, and I trusted her, and yes. And we don't hear anybody else, it's just us. What about you?
I just did, we did the cutscenes first,
Oh, you did the cutscenes first?
Yeah, because most of my stuff was ADR. So we went through, did the cutscenes, and then afterwards it was just a bunch of out of context lines for me. So typically on a video game, your scripts are broken up into different sections that are on different files and whatever. So yeah, we normally you do the battle stuff last because that stuff hurts.
Yeah.
Then you'll do like main quests, little side incidental things, reactions, stuff like that. So for us it was ADR, reacts, and like lines like, I can see it, show me your true form, that kind of stuff. And then it was battle stuff for me. So
I think I did all the cutscenes like last. So after we'd been recording for months, then we went back and they were like, all right, this is the scene where you meet the protagonist. And I was like, oh.
Well, since I'm in all of them.
Yeah. Whatever.
Just yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we had a scene in a cafe. I like this one.
It's true.
Yeah. It's like real life.
I just said,
Oh yeah, and then I talked at you for like 3 minutes about my sad life.
it's true.
And you're like, oh, sad.
But you gotta admit, I packed a lot of emotion in that.
You did. It was very it was
Came from the heart.
Emotional grunting.
good. Yes.
Oh yeah. Always.
Does someone have a question over here?
Yeah, I want to know, how do you keep your voice from failing after so many hours of talking? Like, what do you do to make sure that you don't lose your voice?
That's a good question. Persona 5 is the only game where I've almost lost my voice because there was so much talking. When we were recording, at one point we were doing a schedule that was like 5 days a week, like full days of recording basically for me. I was working on like a few other projects, so in total it was like full days, 5 days a week of recording. And I remember on a Friday while I was recording Persona as like my last thing, I could like feel it and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my voice in the middle of this session. So the director gave me this spoonful of syrup called Nimjam.
Oh,
It's like magic.
what is that called?
I forget the full name. Paypoi or something.
Amazing.
She calls it kitten juice, so I didn't know the real name for a long time. And she just shoved this spoon in my mouth and was like, swallow this, and I was like, okay. And then I did, and then I was okay again for the rest of the session. And then I think that weekend I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
But usually I'm pretty good about not losing my voice.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of tea.
Stay hydrated.
Take the spoonful of whatever that was and hope it's not poison.
The director puts a spoon in your mouth.
Yeah.
Always go.
Yeah.
That's that rule got me into trouble a few times.
Really?
No. Yeah, I don't know. You just know how to support your voice, know how to not.
Yeah. There's
Blow
like
stuff
correct
out.
ways to scream and stuff.
Yeah.
So, ooh. Sorry, I'm distracted. But yeah, you got if you feel anything in your throat, you're doing something wrong.
Probably.
Which I guess probably doesn't make sense if you're thinking about talking, but I know what I meant,
Yeah,
and I think
I
you
get-
know what
I
I
get
meant.
what you meant.
So that's fine. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right.
For you guys, top 3 confidants, and you can include people who weren't technically counted as confidants.
Myself? No. I spent a lot of time with the shogi player girl. Yeah, kind of an accident. I ended up going all out dates with her, and I was like, oh, I thought we were just friends. It was like romantic, and I was like, oh, okay, hold on. I like her. The doctor's very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's kind of creepy though.
Yeah. I like to catch.
She creeped me out a little bit. I was like,
It's great.
what about you?
I don't know. Takemi's up there. I'm like that guy who goes through and like finds out what all the abilities are online.
See, I didn't do that. I was just trying to make friends like a real life.
Oh yeah, no, screw that. I'm only friends with the people who are useful.
Oh, that's sad.
So Takemi was useful. The teacher, I didn't really like the teacher that much, but I did like cutting class.
Yeah, right? Me too.
So-
I got up to like level 9 and was like, I don't want her to kiss me, so I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I don't want level 10 to happen,
Yeah.
but good stuff is happening because of this relationship, so.
That seems like a little too much for me. And then he's useful, but I don't like, you know the kid who got like beat, I forget his name, he was getting beat up by Kamoshida.
Oh.
You're great, you're my favorite.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Mishima, right?
Mishima, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about him, I was just like,
He was a little fanboy.
he was a little aggressive, I think that's what it was. Just like, I know you're the Phantom Thieves and I'm gonna be your friend!
Yeah. I really like hanging out with Ryuji because I want.
Ryuji's always fun.
I ship. I'm sorry, but I ship on with Ryuji, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yay! I mean, this is okay too.
Yeah. Ryuji's got like, he talks.
Yeah, he does talk.
That's the thing, he talks. So I think that would be
He
more
cares a lot.
good
in like
conversation.
an aggressive way.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like people would get pretty bored with this. It's like, why don't you ever say anything? I feel like we never talk anymore.
Yeah. You text a lot.
I do. I'm quite good at it.
And you answer questions wrong in class a lot, at least if you're me playing you. So, yeah.
There's a trick to that.
What?
Just go online and see what other
Well,
people
I
answer.
don't want to cheat. I want to be like real life.
It's not cheating, you're just gaming the system for your advantage.
Spoken like a true Phantom Thief.
Yo.
Romance in the game.
Who did I romance? I'm still not quite at the end of the game yet. I'm like 75 hours in, which is not at the end yet, surprisingly. And I've been holding off dating anyone because I can't decide if I want to date myself or someone else. Or everyone. I feel like I kind of want to date everyone, but then I feel bad. I feel like I'm...
That's fair. No, I'd say go for it, you know, live your life.
Yeah.
I have gotten enough of this question on Twitter where I've just vowed to never say publicly. It's true.
So mysterious, just
I
like
don't
Joker.
tell people. You have to understand, I mention one thing on Twitter and people go ape shit if I imply I'm into the wrong girl. So
Because whoever you pick is then like,
yeah, like
the
their
protagonist
minds,
really
it's,
picks
yeah.
them.
So I will say in P4, Rise was best girl. Is that a good compromise? Oh yeah, you know I'm right.
Fair enough.
I mean Kanji was best girl, but
Yes. That's yes.
How does it feel to go back and rewatch or replay those scenes that you did, knowing that hey, I was the one who did that voice, or who did that action?
It's cool. I like it.
honestly, like I do it occasionally, but like most of the time, I don't know. I think I get like a little too like self-conscious about it. A lot of the time, like, it's weird. You kind of have to like. For me, I kind of have to like distance myself a little bit from it, or I'm just gonna be like, "They use that take. You mean the worst one?"
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, I do usually like wait a little bit. Yeah.
It's good to have kind of a.
There's a few shows that have come out within the past few months that people are excited about, and I'm like, I haven't watched yet because I want to like wait in case I'm bad.
Yeah.
Persona I played pretty fast though.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't obviously haven't played the whole thing yet, but I started playing it pretty quick.
Yeah, this was kind of a special one because I was so into P4 in high school that like,
Yeah.
as soon as I got a hold of the game, I was like,
Well, and this one's different for me because On is like basically just my voice.
Yeah.
So it felt more like, I felt less nervous being like, oh, what did I sound like again? Because I already knew what I was going to sound like. So I was like, okay, it's just about the acting.
so do you normally not use your own voice in projects, or like what's the ratio for you?
It goes through phases.
Okay.
I feel like the studios around town all get together and they're like, all right, these few months we're gonna have her do all her high register voices.
Right.
And then the next few months we're gonna have her do all her like boy voices.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
I definitely have a lot of experience voicing girls, so I can say that.
Voicing boys?
Yeah, no,
Oh, well, no way. I thought you only voiced girls.
I want to, man. Val is like, I guess Lindbeck told her that I want to like voice a schoolgirl in like an anime or something, just like hidden in the background somewhere.
Lindbeck plays Futaba, by the way.
And so now she's like, we'll get you in somewhere. And
That's amazing. Wait,
hoping
I'm
it
really
happens.
excited about this.
I'm hoping it actually happens. 'Cause I'd love to just be in the background.
if we do the P5 anime, you'll just be a girl in the background.
Right?
Yes. But it's more weird to play a game that my friends voice in because the reason I don't know a lot of the names of the characters in this game is because I think of them as their actor. So so when I'm talking to them in the game, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to Sean, I'm gonna go talk to Eric Limbeck, I'm gonna go talk to, Cassandra. She's gonna tell me to go to sleep. And
She's very good at that. Very pushy.
So I kind of have gotten the first few things I was in, it was super weird hearing myself, but now I'm more used to that, and then it's more I don't know, I'm distracted by the people I talk to every day being in the game.
I would agree with that. It's definitely more weird hearing you kind of stop I don't know how to say it. It's
kind of dissociate.
Yeah. It's harder to be you'll just be shut up.
Yeah.
Moscow or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
So, and it's especially weird when they play a character you hate.
Oh, that's the worst. Because then I just yell at the voice actor a lot, and then I feel bad.
You almost take it kind of personally, they betrayed you a little bit.
Exactly. It's not nice. It's not nice.
The point is never voice the worst character.
Yeah, try to avoid voicing villains, or everyone will hate you.
Alright.
I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna eat those strawberries.
Do it.
Cake!
Yes. All right.